I'm going to try to make some lock washers for my bindings. I made this mold the other day for some wakeboard binding lock washers, and I'm going to try to make some out of high density polyethylene plastic, and I'm also going to try to make some out of some aluminum. So I've got a kiln. I need to get a crucible for it, but first start with the high density polyethylene. I may have this pretty deep pan at the thrift shop. Rinsed it out. I don't care that it's dirty. I'm going to just cut this into strips with my utility knife, and I've got my oven preheated to 375 degrees. This is how I know that it's high density polyethylene. It says HDPE right there, number 2. So I'll strip these and put them in my pan. Gonna throw it in 375 degrees. Starting to melt. What I'm going to do is because I've got a plaster mold, it'll fit in the oven. So I'm going to take a couple of these strips and kind of work them into, I don't know, let's say these two little areas, and melt them in the oven. Pieces of plastic now. Oh, I got it. So you probably should use gloves. Right now, I'm not getting the shape that I want out of this. So it needs to go back in the oven, soften it up again. So the thing about high density polyethylene is it shrinks when it cools. So I'm going to try to slowly bring this back to temperature. And they also brought in a weight to put on top of it. It's not super workable right now. Let's see how this goes though. Put it in for another 10 minutes, try to work it again. That last one was in there for about 8 minutes. I'll pop this up and just see what it's looking like. It doesn't look great. Plus, it looks like I'm deforming some of the ridges. So I'm probably going to stop pushing it in unless it's really moldable. Maybe I'll leave it in here and put my weight on it. See if that works. I'm going to slowly start cleaning it. Drop it, and drop it, and drop it, and drop it.
Why?
So every 5 minutes we'll drop it an extra 25 degrees. And we turned it off and left about an hour and a half, maybe even close to 2 hours ago. Left it in the oven and just turned the oven off. The pan is still hot. I left this metal weight on it and it is still very hot. And this is how it turned out. So some of my plaster has broken away. It's still hot to the touch, but it looks like it might work. I'm gonna put this into some cool water. It's just broken. It's just some extra stuff. So I'm gonna put it in here and cool it down. Yeah, it's still hot. Still, it would burn me if I didn't move my fingers around too much. Yeah, I think this may have given me what I need. Alright, so this is how it turned out. Looks okay. I cleaned it out, and I think I should be able to get a couple of lockers out of this. This is extremely hard, so I'm not sure how I'm going to cut this out. But I think it's going to work. I mean, it's not perfect, but I think I'll be fine with it. So I made this out of plastic, and they're gonna fit into these bindings. Right there. So I need to cut them though, so they fit right. But I'm gonna. So really, I've got, I guess, that's not even a good piece, I think. I really only got one good solid cast out of this whole line. I might need to cut this here. This is a better cast. But I think this one's usable. That one's usable. It's not pretty, but I think we could do it. So, the light's on. So here's the plastic ones I made. Look alright. Both plastic and aluminum it seems perfectly functional. Good look on the ones in here. Come on. They bite into the teeth just fine. I don't think there's any problem in these coming loose. Since these ones are thicker, I actually have longer bolts on these, so the fact that these were thicker was beneficial because I didn't need to use any spacers, which I did over here. I used a lock washer and a regular washer. All in all, I think the aluminum ones look better. They're cleaner. I think they'll last longer. They are a little bit more difficult to work with once they're done. Pouring them the way that I did it was probably easier than what I did with the plastic, but I think you could probably just warm up the plastic and shove it into like the mold that you wanted, like I could have here, and it could have been a lot easier. But this is the final look. Pretty happy about them. They went all right, and they're not moving anywhere. So they're holding. That's exactly what I wanted. These things would have cost me like $50 for a set of two, I think. So instead of doing that, I made my own, and I don't know how much money I saved, but it was a good experience.